You'd be the only one. I'm not the community developer, so.
There really is nothing right now. The only thing about the bank is moving along. They stopped there Monday. They're looking at possibly end of this month or next to be able to move in. I think they're looking at sending some people in there by the end of this month from the Besmer branch, and then by the end of May having people at full. So depending on stuff arriving.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that. So.
And our Mexican restaurants are busy battling it out.
Yes. Well, one I guess is going to open up this weekend possibly.
May 10th or April 10th.
The other one is still getting plans put together and stuff. And I talked to the health department, and they haven't received anything yet from them, so he can't give us any kind of time frame of how long he thinks it'll take.
We know the route.
Yes.
Have they pulled a demo permit for the old building yet?
Yes, and there's still some concern of how they should take it right down in that back area, or leave it up and put it build on top. So they're going back and forth with their engineers and stuff.
Oh, so they're going to do like an addition to that building, or they're going to take part of it now?
Well, there's a back area that was an old section. That's where the kitchen's going to be.
Oh, okay.
And they tore the roof off. Well, the construction isn't the best. It's not level. So they're debating, should they just take it right down to the footings and then, or to the top of the foundation walls and then rebuild, or what they should do. That's up to their engineer.
Are they? Have you heard anything about the school? When they're planning on starting over there?
It's supposed to be right away. The plans are out now. It's out for bids. They haven't bid it out yet. They haven't had the actual bid date that I know of.
Oh, okay.
But they want to get started on it right away.
Right.
School's out.
Yeah, and they want to start some of the stuff prior. When school's on, they can do some of the work. The main portion of using the school's out for putting up walls.
All right.
Okay. Thank you. New business. Number 8, consider resolution recommending that parcel 23-176-010 be declared surplus and offered for sale. What are your preferences? You read the... Yeah.
I have a lot of questions on it.
Okay.
We haven't received any opinion yet written opinion from the city attorney on.
No, I tried to chase that down for you, Leroy. I tried to chase that down today. I discussed it briefly with Dennis and others. We don't have an opinion yet.
Okay.
So,
but I'm primarily, I went through the appraisal, and the appraisal never covered any of the situations, the wetlands, or regarding the mining, any covenants on the properties, so that we can establish the highest and best use for the property. I think that should be what it should be used for. I think that's part of our process on it. If we declare it surplus, as what can it be used for? We don't really know if it's a brownfield. And in the description, and I talked to Dennis prior to the meeting, he indicated this is the east end of the property that had an option to purchase on it. So
West end.
East end.
The west end was talking
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought we were speaking of the piece that was basically a farmhouse interest, and then that's the that's the east portion. But he's on the okay. I got you.
So what I'd like to see is rather just in the parcel description, some sort of I'm sure we'll have it in the future, but when it comes to us, that we know exactly where it is, exactly what the parcel number. I think that was a problem when the Hobie project got started. The wrong parcel number was used and went through the planning commission. So that was one error, you know. And then on the city commission, then they didn't adopt an ordinance. So I think we should have some sort of a step list for us to go through this on, and to make sure that we're making mistakes, and especially for people, and I'm looking at it as, I walked the property, I don't know if anybody else has gone through it, and I walked right up to behind your place and looked around at it. The only property that I see that has any value is close to your house. The rest of it is lowland and swampland. You know, I wouldn't build on it. I wouldn't put no 2, 3-story buildings on it. I wouldn't. Just don't see it that way. You know, I don't think it's feasible, and I think that's what we have to look at. When Community Action had the full property, they did soil borings all through there, and I got the soil boring reports.
And Community Action wasn't down there.
Yeah, they were.
No.
Yeah.
They were on the far other end.
No.
Yes, they were.
No.
They were kind of
They
took
moved.
up pretty much for the whole thing.
They moved.
They weren't all the way over east, but they were into that area.
Yep, they moved primarily everything from the west over to the east. And their engineer says they couldn't build on the west end because it wasn't buildable. So they moved their property, their buildings sort of in the middle and then a little bit to the east. So it was nowhere near where Hubby or Hobie was going to build. No.
So, this parcel, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, your question is
so the parcel that this describes, or the parcel number that's on our agenda here, the 23176010. Now, that parcel number describes what? I mean, what is that parcel? Is that?
That's that whole area.
That whole area. Okay.
It's not just this.
I got a little
piece like
confused
that,
because I saw this in the.
Right.
No, this is what they're asking about.
Yeah.
Right, but
that's
the
not really
parcel
what we're
number is
discussing.
the whole
We're
area.
discussing the whole area. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it seems like to me that I guess I agree with Leroy. There's just a lot of unanswered questions about, you know, about what. I mean, because I mean, as far as these folks are concerned too. I mean, there's also the whole idea of this. You know, I understand that, you know, why they would want to keep this. Whatever happens over here is really going to affect them. But it also would be kind of strange to just cut out a little piece of a parcel. You know, you almost wonder if maybe it would be appropriate for this whole section to be retained. Yeah, a whole strip to be retained by the city, and then they could potentially.
Say one thing. The puppy parlor next door, they'd be interested in buying a little bit further back too, because
I suspected that,
they wanted to maybe extend their
individuals that
parking
own
lot.
houses along there would probably be interested in that strip that would
Right.
be stripped away from
Yeah.
there, you know, as a buffer.
We're C3 along that. Chuck's book, right?
All the way to the corner, I guess.
Now, Wally Davis is,
So you are basically, you are a legal non-conforming use. That's what you are. But you've known that. And I'm not trying to be embarrassing you on that idea. It's at the point that the plan for along Luxmore was basically a corridor for the industrial park. And it's starting to be cleaned up a little bit. I understand your concern because you are the cleanest house along there. And your neighboring house, thank God, is soon to come down. So that is going to be a blight away from you, which I think you'll appreciate. The only thing is to sell you one little tiny